Hello, my name is Scott for SBGaming and welcome back to Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition. And right now we are sitting outside of Northwich because what I would like to do is of course complete the Northwich connection. We are going to run the express train onwards up here to Northwich. We are going to of course extend service here to Northwich. We are going to do all of that. We've had a little bit of passenger travel and people interested in traveling, so I'm pretty sure once we extend things up to here, we will be able to, we'll be able to get lots of passengers flowing. Anyway, with that in mind, we're going to have to spend a lot of money for this section here. Yeah, we might as well do it. I never really let time tick by, so we paid back money just to borrow it once again. And we want to double check that. So now we have that connected up. So our express line. I still don't know what I want to do with the express line. If I want to bring it on the outside, maybe inside. Question is where... Okay, so express line is here. I'm going to bring the freight most likely on this side. So ideally, I'd want to have the freight on this side. So basically, this connects into here. This and this join together and run alongside of that. I could do like I said I would. So this here is an oil refinery, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is. Now, where would I be bringing oil from? And I'm letting time tick. Let's repay. Yeah, we'll just let time tick. So the only oil over here is here. We have a refinery here, refinery here, refinery here. I'm thinking these are closer to the coast, so if there's any oil off in that direction, we will want to bring it over to one of these. We have no oil off in this area. I could just road freight it in here. I could also run to here, then back into here, maybe. Maybe I can do a oil line that goes from here over to here, and then instead of dropping off here, I extend it over to here. Now, one thing I'm going to want to do, we are going to repay. Another option if I don't... No. So yeah, I'm going to want to run this... Yep, we're going to pull this back and connect this into there. And this into there. I'll probably straighten it out a little bit later on. But we have that. And so if I do a freight station 320, we're just going to do 4 platforms. And that's going to cost $1.5 million. Alright, yeah, that should be fine. Now, if we go out that way, we have the station there. $1.33 million, unable to line terrain. What I would like to do let's just borrow. Now, will that allow me to put this in? Yes, except we still cannot line terrain. And we can do it now. All right. And that is a freight station, right? Yep. All right, so I'm going to want to connect that up to like that. First of all. Borrow some money and nope. Put that into there. We are going to embankment. And 84.8K. All right, so we have that connection there. I will probably do that later. For now, I just want to have that connected up. And we can then probably just connect that into there, or yeah, about that. So now we have our express line. It has been quad tracked. This is all quad tracked. There is no reason we cannot extend that other than we need to build it from here into here. Now we want this coming into basically there. And that into there. And there we go. 111K. We are going to, of course, want signals. And that's partially why I didn't open up the... Yeah, I never got around to doing those off screen. June 30th. Let's pause it there. So we are going to want signal there, signal there. Alright, so I also did the signals here, which I had not done off screen. And we have this all signaled up. That is all signaled up. This is all signaled up. So everything should be good to go up here to Northwich. So what we are going to do is take the Graze the Curtain line. We are going to extend it over to Northwich, back here to Chorleywood, or not Chorleywood, Curtin. And then we are going to take the West Malling to Chorleywood Express line. And we are just going to let this stop and pick up. You are, yep, picking up 13. And then you will go. You are going to go. There we go. So Chorleywood over here to Northwich. Then we're going to run, of course, back to Chorleywood. And we can just force those into those platforms because they have to. So we have 100 km/h service running from one end of the map all the way down to the other end of the map pretty much. I've said in the past I don't want a rail cut crossing over the channel, essentially. This is more of a channel in the form of the English Channel rather than, well, maybe not really, than say a river, but I am not necessarily opposed to taking this if I can get enough slope down to get actually under the water to cross over to Salcherton maybe. But that will be a maybe in the sometime 2000s future because reasons. Anyway, we have that all done up. We got a lot of people here. We need 5 and 6 by road vehicles, post buses. We don't have enough money. All right, let's borrow some money. We don't really need that much. And on the 5p and 2 on the 6p. Although maybe we go with 5p and 6p. There will be a point where we just have too many buses on the road. You're going to Dunwich. Yep. You're going to Dunwich. You need to come back. You are going to Dunwich. You've already picked up. You need to come here to Dunwich. You need to come here to Dunwich. You are Dunwich. You are Dunwich. And you come back because I will sell you off if you don't go to where I want you to go. Let's flip stops on. And we have 2 for Northwich and 2 for Southgate. 16 and 39. And over here we have 1 person for Chorleywood. And we have 1 person on the TPE line. Nice. Now, what we would like to do is repay some of our loan, because we are going to be adding more trains. So we have currently an 8-minute frequency on the TP line and a 11-minute frequency on the TPE line. We're barely making a profit on that line. If we take a look, yep, this is the first year of the express line that we have made a profit. We're always struggling. Of course, we always kept adding new vehicles and extending the line. We really only have the 4 stops: West Malling, Southgate, Chorleywood, and Northwich. And with 4 of those, yep, 11-minute frequency. First of all, you are going to West Malling, you are Chorleywood, you are Southgate, and you are Southgate. You are Chorleywood heading north, and you are also Chorleywood heading north. You're passing by Dunwich, and no, you are going to Southgate, and you are going to Southgate. Okay, so you are here. Another one is over here, passing by Dunwich. You are West Malling, so you are getting to West Malling, and Chorleywood is going north to Chorleywood. Alright, so we have 2 over in this direction, 1 going over there, 1 over there. What I would like to do is, if I can... Oh, there's not going to be a good place to put a... Oh, seriously? Smalling to Chorleywood. Actually, one option for putting a we are going to bring this out to about here. And we are going to need some money. Now, can I? Yes, I can. Unfortunately, too much curvature. There we go. All right, and we want a rail depot here. Wow. All right, so we are going to want to buy an A35. We are going to borrow up however much. So an A35, and we want 3-axle passenger cars. Actually, we're going to buy just 1 for now. You are going to go on the TPE line. We are going to buy a PLM and 3 compartment cars. We're going to assign you to the TP Graze the Curtain, which is actually now the Graze to Northwich. And this one is going to be the Westmoreland to Northwich. Let's let that roll. We're just going to repay. All right, so the Grays to Northwich line is down to a 6-minute frequency, making 1.5 million. We added another train to the Westmoreland to Northwich line. That is an 8-minute frequency, making 153K. So we have a ticket price of $675 per kilometer on the Grays to Southwich, $472 per kilometer. So basically an extra $200 on the ticket price for the high-speed express train. Alright, so over here we have another one of these coming in. Only 3 of 33 capacity. Yep, it's going to be a little bit of a losing proposition coming out to Northwich. Let's repay. We're down to $5.5 million. And there is another TPE line. And what I would like to do is we are going to ride the TPE all the way to Westmoreland. Let's go to 2-speed. I expect once we get to Westmoreland, we'll most likely have paid off the loan. Although with that said, we are currently in September. Let's just repay $2.5 million. Yeah, that's a little bit of a roller coaster hill there. We will connect up the freight eventually. And there's one of our express trains. And was that the end of the year? No, it wasn't. It was just a bit of mid-month lag. Coming into Chorleywood. With this line set up, we just need to connect up to Bullington as well as Workingham, and then we are effectively done on this side of the map for passenger transportation. We just have the 2 more lines to do. We have, and then we just extend over Salterton, Dovercourt kind of thing. But it is nice to have this side of the map connected up. And we have 14 passengers. Actually, have we made any money? We were profitable this year. Barely. Yeah, about that. Let's hop back aboard. And enjoy the ride. And is that another A35? Yes, it is. Heading to Southgate. And there's Askern on the... Nope, that's Dunkirk. Dunwich on the right. Askern will be coming up next. And the purpose of this line is to prepare for the higher speed trains. We are going to eventually in the future run TGVs once they become available on this line. And so it needs to be as flat, as straight, and high speed as possible. We only stop in a few towns, including Southgate as well as Chorleywood, just because we want to keep the trains at top speed as much as possible. And I'm probably going to want to flatten that out. Not that it's going to matter, but 100 km an hour versus 60 km an hour. We just fly by that train there. I'm going to want to tear that out because we no longer need it. And yeah, the express train will always be ideally running the cutting edge of technology. The local lines will probably be lagging behind, so it'll be some time before we get A35s on those lines. The Flying Scotsman that comes up probably in the next 10 to 15 years, we'll be upgrading on this line, and then we might put A35s on the local line. And coming into Southgate. And so we have 14 people on board. Let's get back into the driver's seat and onwards to West Malling. We will check to see what kind of passenger numbers that we have. We're already at 100 kilometers an hour, leaving the tunnel. All this money invested, all this time. Yeah, I just love these map generation settings that we have. Alright, at this point in time I'm going to take a break here, and we will continue off with more Transport Fever European Freeplay Edition in the next episode. Thank you for watching. My name is Scott for SBGaming, and as always, have a good day.